So unfortunately, a game is shutting down that I actually liked playing a lot from time to time on PlayStation or on my PC mainly. I actually found it on my PlayStation, started playing it, and it was really fun just to play it in the living room and or just to hop it on PC. And it's called Vampire the Masquerade Bloodhunt. It's apparently going to be shutting down and finally going offline in 2026. So, very, very sad news here because I love this game. It actually came out in 2022, which is very surprising that it's been alive for this many years and it's still going strong. The only problem is that it's not going strong anymore. There's a lot of people that still play the game, on and off. There's some people that play the game, but nowadays there's just AI opponents, and this is kind of the main reason why it's shutting down. They actually did have some seized updates in the past. So they stopped updates for the game in 2023, and that kind of made the downfall just kept going down because they stopped updating the game, right? Once you stop doing that, then the game kind of falls apart. This game was amazing because it literally had like supernatural abilities for each character. It was a vampire game, and we don't have any good vampire games. Back in the day, I remember playing Nosgoth. If you guys remember that, leave a comment down below. That game was amazing. I love Nosgoth. But ever since that game kind of shut down, and then there was like no real good vampire games out, that's kind of like a multiplayer game. And then this game came out. And this was our most recent game at, the vampire-esque game, the genre, and it was a BR, so a battle royale. That was amazing to me. Personally speaking, that was amazing to me. The levels are amazing to me, or the one map, I guess you could say, is amazing to me. It's so in-depth. You can even go in some of the stores, loot some of the stores, and then also just run around. You can climb buildings, of course, because you are a vampire, and using all the other abilities that you have as a vampire, whichever class you pick, right? You can pick like Brute, which I am in this video. He has like a force field thing, and then he has like a super jump, which I like the most. There's other characters that fly around. I think she was the last character that was added, the flying around character, the Siren or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but I forgot her name. I don't really play her. I just play Brute basically, but she can fly around, throw some other abilities at people. But the thing is that this game had so much going for it, right? It had the whole aspect. It had the whole vampire-esque theme to it. The map was amazing. Like I said, it's very in-depth, very like cool how you can go through the roads, and it's like in Europe, I guess, and it's you're going through the literal like buildings and going on the street, and it feels like you're actually there, right? Even though you can still climb up buildings and get on top of the rooftops all the time, right? Which is a very big advantage to get on top of those rooftops. The weapons were good as well. You can go and find these keys for legendary weapons and or like purple weapons, epic weapons. So there's like a rarity system there. There was like, AK-47s, there was Tommy guns, old-fashioned Tommy guns. You got the bar from like World War II there, and some other things that were really cool, like the crossbows. Like you can like shoot a crossbow and it'll be like poison crossbow, a bunch of pistols, snipers, bolt actions, and everything like that. The animations and everything about this game was superb in my opinion. The third person was amazing, and it was mainly a third person game. Of course, you can zoom in with your character, but you can also obviously just blind fire in third person. Everything was so smooth. I'm telling you, from the animations were so smooth, the way the guns work, and when you shoot them to when you reload and or like a bolt another bullet into your sniper rifle, it was amazing, and every single moment felt good. Even when you are in like a competitive environment like Bloodhunt kind of was, where it's a little bit competitive at times when you face actual players, but it was still fun. I remember Shroud playing it like yesterday, years ago. I can't believe it's been that long, but he was playing it years ago, and I always watched Shroud. Shroud's cool, and I always wanted to be like Shroud. So like I definitely hopped on Bloodhunt and tried it out because he was sponsored by the devs to play the game, and it was a new game that came out, new BR, and he loved it. So I feel like a lot of people just forgot about it because the update ceased in 2023, which was really bad for the game. I guess they just weren't making enough money, and that's that. They were selling some things in the item shop as well, like the eye colors. Like, I don't know about that one. Like, customization is fine when you're a free-to-play game, but when you're selling like eye colors for real-life money, like $5 for blue, like Angry Joe says freaking blue, you know, things like that. So it's like, why are you doing that? You know, I understand you want to make money on this game, but then again, it's gonna like kill the player base because no one's gonna want to do that, no one's gonna want to buy that, and that's just a cash grab. With the shutdown, they did remove the tokens, so you can't purchase tokens anymore, so it's been disabled, that button, so that's good at least. But the in-game store will remain open, so players can use tokens they already have before the game goes offline. A lot of people say they should refund the tokens, which I feel like they should refund the tokens if it's been like a year maybe. So say if it's like a year, you had the tokens for a year, you can't get refunded. Or maybe if you have the tokens for like a year, you get refunded. Or maybe if it's like, you know, you just recently bought the tokens a couple months ago, or within this year. If you bought the tokens within 2025, you should be able to refund the tokens. Let's be honest here. The game's not going to be active anymore, so they should do refunds. The fact that they're not doing refunds is kind of slimy, and I really don't like that. I wish they would refund players, because what's the point of the tokens being used in the shop, in the store, if you can't, you know, play the video game anymore in a year, so, or in a few months. So, you know, what's the point? There's no point. So I hope the company comes out and refunds them. I don't think it's going to happen because the game's going to shut down already, so it's going to be no point. What do you guys think about this? Do you guys think it's sad? Do you guys think it's a good thing that it's finally dying out? Have you guys even played it? Have you guys not played it? If you haven't played it, definitely get on Steam and definitely try it out, because this game, like I said, it was really good. Like, the map was good, you know, the weapons, the characters were good. It's just, the problem is I feel like it was really poorly ran through the community and through the developers. Developers just didn't want to add cool stuff. I'm guessing it's just like, I could have thought so many things. I could have thought of like the battle royale map going into the sun, like saying like, maybe like you're all vampires, so like if the sun comes out, you're gonna burn, right? So maybe instead of the fog that comes in and kills you, it could have been like the sun coming out, and then, you know, whoever's left is got to be hiding in a building, and your guys are fighting in the building, because if you go outside, you'll start catching on fire, you'll start burning. You know, it's just a simple concept to add to the game that they didn't add. So it pisses me off, because it's like, come on, man. It's like, you have a good formula here. You are literally the only vampire game that I can think of that's multiplayer that's actually good. If you guys know any other vampire games that's actually good like this, leave a comment down below. Let me know, because I think this is like literally the last BR battle royale game, at least, and or like vampire game that's actually good, that's massively multiplayer, quote unquote. So yeah, you had such a good opportunity. You could have made more maps, especially more maps, and that's kind of why the game died, in my opinion. I think just not having enough maps, having one map, really killed the game, man. Really did. I don't know why you have one map. Like, you're gonna get bored of that map very quickly. It's a good map. It's amazing. It's beautiful. You can't live the game off of one map. The atmosphere was great and all, but it's just like, man, switch it up, do some more modes. You know, I think they had like team deathmatch and stuff, but that's not really, that's meh. You know, more maps would have kept the game alive, more bigger updates, and they just didn't do that. I think they just kept doing like small little tiny updates here and there, and it just wasn't enough to survive the game. And they weren't making enough money, of course. So it is what it is. I'm trying to read this article about other stuff, but there's nothing really here. It's just saying, however, despite you, our amazing community, they basically said, let's see. So from the battles fought on the rooftops of the to the friendships made in the chaos, Bloodhunt has lived through you in countless unforgettable ways. During these past 4 years, we have been thrilled to see your I can't believe it's been 4 years. Has been thrilled to see your passion and dedication to Bloodhunt. However, despite you, our amazing community, the current player population has reached a level where keeping the servers running is no longer sustainable. This has led us to make the difficult decision to take Bloodhunt offline. That's the thing. Do they, like, I'm sorry. Okay, this game was just poorly ran, in my opinion, like I said. Do they really think in their heads that they really thought that the game is going to keep running with no updates? No updates at all. You really think the game's going to keep running? Like seriously, like Joe Schmo over there is gonna keep running the servers while you're making $0 because there's no updates. Like no one's playing the game. No one is playing this game because there's no updates. I mean, like I said, there were people playing. There's a community playing the game. People come on and off randomly. It's obviously it's not enough because there's no updates. Like if I check the Steam right now, Steam charts, at least for Steam, if you do Bloodhunt, let's see how many people are actually playing this game right now as I'm talking at 1:04 p.m. We got 332 players in the past hour. Honestly, for a game that's been out for that long and it's got no updates at all, that's good in my opinion. And then you also got past 24-hour peak, 432 players, and an all-time peak was only 29,008 players. So I thought the all-time peak was higher than that, but it's apparently not. So that kind of sucks. But they still had a chance in 2022. They still had a chance to bring this game alive and keep going with the updates, and they just didn't do it, man. They just took that money they got from it being free to play and the costumes and the shop and stuff, and they just ran with it. Where did it go? Like, they must have made some money because they kept it alive for years afterwards, and they kept paying the server years afterwards. So it's like, where did the money go, man? So it just confuses me where all that went and why we're in this situation that we are in. I thought they were going to make a Bloodhunt 2, obviously, as well, but apparently not. What do you guys think? That's kind of my opinions. I'll be showing you guys around like the little hub they have as well that's outside of just like the normal gameplay, which is really cool as well. I'll be talking about some details in that. But other than that, what do you guys think about the situation? Because I feel like it sucks, and that's kind of all I can talk about, man. I mean, like, it's really sad. It's really sad to see a game go that was actually good and just mishandled very poorly. So, unlucky. Other than the game being amazing and being very, very fun in the Battle Royale aspect of the game, and just playing it, you can still go into the main menu of this game, and it's kind of like a little hub, I guess you could say, and you could run around here and enjoy kind of the atmosphere of the game. And there's some little Easter eggs and some stuff to walk around and go and find. It's really cool because most games don't really have this kind of stuff where they have like some games have a hub, but this is pretty detailed for a vampire game because they don't make vampire games really, like I said. So you go in here, it's a little club in here. I remember when people used to actually come up in here and just messing around up in the club, the vampire club. You got that like Blade style to the game, which is really, really cool, right? Blade movie, I love that movie. You go down here, you got some other way as well. It's like a little, techno place down here. You got this guy that's down there, and you can talk to these guys. They'll give you some challenges and stuff like that, and you can go back up and go the other way. But it's just really, really cool that there's all kinds of stuff to do. There's like another area over here. This guy is kind of the rock guy. You can talk to him, another vampire guy. And there's just so much detail in here. Like, that's gross, but like, you know what I mean? Like, you can examine stuff. There's music playing. You can go over here, and just run around the map. You can go back to the main area. So if you go up here into the top areas, you can use the elevator to go up another level. And it's really cool that they just added this hub to basically mess around, look at the artwork, and look at the, how the game is. You got the doorkeeper right here, and you can talk to him as well if you need to. As you can see, there's some voice acting and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. He just said, eh. So if you go up here, then there's another area you can get up here. This game's got a little optimization. It's kind of weird for this game. Sometimes it little stutters. But other than that, look how beautiful this is, right? This is the map that you're going to be playing in, obviously, that you just saw. And it just looks amazing, right? I love playing in this map. The one thing about this game is that, oh, by the way, you can talk to her if you want to. Sometimes she does a T-pose. But yeah, other than that, there's some things in this game that I wish they would have done, and it would have kept it alive, right? Like a new map and stuff like that, like I said. So you know, it just sucks. It's a bummer that's going to be shutting down finally, but it's been a very long time since they had this game up, and they've had it up for years. So I'm very surprised they even are shutting down, because I thought they were going to stay up forever, to be honest, with how they literally said they were going to shut down before and they didn't. So it's very interesting. It is a free-to-play game. It's on PlayStation. I think it's on Xbox, maybe not. But yeah, it's on PC, definitely free-to-play. I definitely check it out on Steam before you go and play other games, because this game is going to shut down. So might as well install it, play it for a bit, and see if you like it and enjoy it while it lasts, of course. I almost queued up by accident. But you can go in here as well, and you can, you know, train. I love how it's so fluid. Just walk up in here, and you can pick any gun off the wall and just sitting here and, you know, train your aim. Any gun, every single gun's on the wall, as you can see. Snipers, hunting rifles, and all the guns are just so cool as well. Like, they're so like animated with the third person character, and that's why I kind of love it. You know, look how animated that is with third person, right? I think this is like my favorite third person vampire game. One of my favorite ones ever made, just because of it's a BR and it's vampire-esque. You can like climb up walls and stuff, and it's just so cool how it is. You can see other players in the hub, and it's not like a game where it's got a hub and it's a really bad game. This game is really good for it being just a BR. Like, look how you reload the bar. Like, that's just so clean, right? You got the Tommy gun. Like, all the animations are just so clean with each weapon. Like, it's just crazy to me that this game is not going to be here anymore. And I really do wish that they are going to make a, you know, Bloodhunt 2. That would be really cool to make one like that, and it being a BR. I think if they wait a little tiny bit and they just start making it in the future, after, like, you know, the Battlefield BR hype goes down, and all the other BRs, like the Fortnite BR, you know, kind of hype goes down a little bit, then make it, and then it comes out, and it could be amazing. This is definitely a crowd that will play this game. There's definitely a crowd that will play this game. Like me, like, I'll definitely play this game and play it a lot. It just sucks that it's going to die. You also got the, you know, melee weapons as well, which is really cool, and some of them have toxic effects. You can even throw a knife with this one, as you can see. Really cool. Yeah, the katana, you got the reflect, so you can dodge reflect bullets, and then you can just run at people with a katana. You got the blades, like that. Very nice. You can like dash at people like that. Really cool. But yeah, the whole game is really fun. Definitely try it out. Like I said, it's a free-to-play game, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Honestly, I had fun making it because I just, you know, like playing this game. I like every time I get on it, it's always a fun time just to chill, relax, and play some BR. A little competitive sometimes, but, you know, right now it's got so many bots in there that's not really competitive anymore. Maybe you'll find like 1 or 2 people in there really try-harding, but, you know, other than that, very fun game to just try on PlayStation or PC. So, yeah, too bad it's going away. I'm sad, but maybe they'll make something in the future like this again, I hope. If they don't, then RIP, man. It was good while it lasted. This game was really good, and I highly recommend playing it before it shuts down. So yeah, since it's free. So yeah, have a great day or night, guys, and peace.